Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David and this is a magic review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am not wearing a magic related shirt. I'm wearing a Boba Fett shirt. Do you guys know I like Star Wars? I'm a big, huge Star Wars fan. I've actually been with the franchise since the very beginning. And I just got through filming a review for the Black Series Boba Fett helmet that I got for my birthday over on my Star Wars channel. And if you didn't know I had a Star Wars channel, I'll stick the link below at the top of the comments. But before I forget, if you want to help me out and if you'd like to send me some encouragement to continue to make magic reviews like this one, be sure to hit like and subscribe. That's your way of letting me know that I'm doing a good job and doing the things that you want. Today we're going to look at Coffee House Conjuring 2. There is a 1. There is a 1. This is Coffee House Conjuring 2 from Gregory Wilson and Dave Gripenwaldt. Now, what is Coffee House Conjuring? Coffee House Conjuring is a project that these two got together to do, Greg Wilson, Dave Gripenwaldt. They were brainstorming, could we do magic tricks at your local coffee house, most notably Starbucks. And I would say these are all filmed at Starbucks, and they are all filmed using the props that you would find at a Starbucks. So if you're a coffee guy, or if you're the kind of person that says, hey, we have meetings at Starbucks, and I often find myself sitting across the table from somebody else, you know, whether I'm doing an interview or I'm just, you know, having a little business break or hanging out with friends. These are all tricks, okay? Listen up. These are all tricks that you can do at Starbucks using only things found in Starbucks, okay? So there's no card tricks here. There's no coin tricks here. You are doing tricks with sugar packets and stir straws and cups and lids, the drink cozies, little, you know, hand protectors, all that kind of stuff. This is what you're going to find. And for the most part, every single trick that we're going to go over today, you can prep also in Starbucks, which means you don't have to take it home. Now, there's a couple of them you probably might want to take them home and just prep them in advance and bring them back. But for the most part, they're going to teach you how to do all your prep in Starbucks. So let's just say you're going to have a meeting with someone and you show up to Starbucks 10 minutes early, 15 minutes early. You go around, gather up all your props that you're going to need. You do your setup, and then you wait for your unsuspecting victim, your friend, to show up. And you're ready to show them a bunch of tricks that you can do using only the materials found at your local coffee shop. Let's talk about each trick. Now, really quick, before I start, let me just say, you can download this entire set for $50 at penguinmagic.com. You can get the entire set for $50, or you can download each individual trick as a download, and I'm going to give you the price for each one as we go through. The first trick is called Dry Roasted. The file is 25 minutes long, and it costs $10 for the download. And in the explanation, you just tell your spectator, you know, I enjoy coffee, but I don't need a cup. And so you're going to hold out your fist, and you're going to pour sugar into your hand. You're then going to squeeze off a tiny bit of coffee through suction from a straw into your hand. You're going to squeeze really tight, and then you're going to pour the contents out into your spectator's hand, and what comes out is a fistful of coffee beans. And no, you don't use a thumb tip for this. The second trick is called Preconceived. It's a 21-minute file, costs $10 to download. In this trick, you do a little doodle on a sleeve. You draw on the sleeve, but it's a sympathetic trick. So what you draw on one sleeve magically appears on the one that your spectator is guarding. Next up is the trick called Raising Cane. This is a 24-minute file and it costs $6 to download. You have a spectator hold a cup above their head if they would like. It's an empty cup. They see the contents. They clean the cup out in advance. You then take a sugar packet and you pour the sugar packet out into your enclosed fist. You make it vanish, and when they lower the cup, they see the sugar is now inside the cup. And again, you're not using a thumb tip for this. These are all props that you find in-house. Next up is a trick called Ambi Dextrose. This is a 36-minute file and it costs $6 to download. This is a really quick switcheroo. You have a spectator go to the coffee bar and come back with a white and a brown sugar packet. You then do a couple of switches on the table where you make one go to the left and the other go to the right and back again. And it's a little joke, like nothing really happened. But when you pour the packets out, the contents have switched places. And when you hand the brown packet to the spectator, they can actually open it and pour out the white inside. Next up is Venti Illusion. This is a 20-minute file and it costs $6 to download. Very simply, you have two cups on the table, both are the same size, and you show that to the spectator. But when you hold the cups apart, kind of like as a forced perspective, and you bring them back together again, one cup has turned into a venti. Ripped and Refined is a 20-minute file. It costs $6 to download, and it is a torn and restored sugar packet trick that all happens inside a cup. Grasping at Straws is a 22-minute file, and it costs $6 to download, and it is a torn and restored straw sleeve that happens in the spectator's hand. Cough Links is an 18-minute file and it costs $6 to download, and it is a linking rings effect that you do with the coffee sleeves. And you not only do it once, but you do it with the spectator sleeves as well. Caffeine Free is a 20-minute file and it is actually free in real life. It is a free file. This is a free trick at Penguin Magic. This is something that you do for the barista while you're paying for your coffee. You order your coffee, let's say it comes under $5. You then grab one of the gift cards that's for sale near the register and hand that to the barista. The barista naturally tells you, sir, there's no money in these cards. You can't pay for your coffee with these cards. And so you pull out a $5 bill and you rub it against the card and then hand the card back to them. And to their astonishment, now the card works. All in all, that is 3 hours and 26 minutes. So every single one of those tricks together, 3 hours and 26 minutes, $50. Gregory Wilson, Dave Gripenwaldt, penguinmagic.com. What's it like? So you buy it, you order it, you get it as a download. With every single file, you're gonna have Greg Wilson actually at a physical Starbucks playing out all these tricks live for real spectators varying in age. So you're always gonna get a different mix of spectators with every single trick. You're gonna see how this plays out in real life, and then it's gonna go back to the studio. They're gonna have all the props that they use. They're gonna walk you through, that's Greg and Dave together in the room, walk you through how to do all your prep work. And like I said, only one of the tricks requires something that you might need from home, that's glue. Okay, only one trick requires glue, and you'd go home and get that. One trick involves scissors, but they said that you could borrow scissors from the baristas. So if you wanted to bring one of those all-in-one knives that had maybe a knife and a pair of scissors and a toothpick and a nail file to Starbucks, you might have everything you need right there, with the exception of glue. Of course, I don't know if you want to transport glue or walk into Starbucks with glue, but I guess you could if you wanted to, right? That's totally your option. But like I said, most of these you can do all the prep work in-house. So setup-wise, reset-wise, most of them, you're just getting there a couple minutes early, walking around the store, gathering up the things you need, and then doing all your prep work right then. Positives. What are the positives of Coffee House Conjuring? It's a natural environment, right? It's a natural environment using natural props. So you're not using cards, you're not using coins, you're not using anything that's gimmicked or looks like it came from a magic store. You're doing all your prep in-house and you're using naturally organic things. You're inviting and invoking that persona of magic happens to me no matter where I go, right? No matter where I go, no matter what situation I'm in, magic follows. And I think that's a very powerful persona to present. Negatives, we got to talk about the good and the bad, things I liked, things I didn't like as much. Negatives wise, the only thing I would say with negatives is, because I liked all of this, nothing's going to blow you away. You're not going to download any of these and say, whoa, that is the most ingenious method. I never would have thought of that. Even while you watch the tricks, you might be thinking, well, the way I would do this is this. And then when they go to the explanation, they're going to say, yep, that's how we did it. So nothing's going to blow you away. You're not going to learn some amazingly new method that you perhaps couldn't have figured out on your own. I think what you're downloading is not only the idea, but the how-to, the process. Dave and Greg have already done the process for you. They've knocked down all of those walls, and they're going to give it to you in the best possible way. And if you know Gregory Wilson, you know his methods, and you've seen his magic before, you know the guy's brilliant, right? He's a genius. And I couldn't think of a more natural environment to do magic in, right? And I think it's, and none of the, and also, I'm going off on a tangent, but I don't feel like any of these tricks felt like copies of the previous one, right? I didn't say, oh, look, you know how some card DVDs you get, they're like, oh, here's a sandwich trick, here's another sandwich trick, here's a collecting the aces trick, here's another, and you're like, I didn't need more. With this, I didn't feel like any of the tricks duplicated. They all felt like standalone tricks. And I felt if you download the entire set for $50, you're gonna get your money's worth. If you wanna just pick and choose which ones you wanna do, I don't think you can go wrong that way either. So pick whichever, I think you can't go wrong. All right, that's everything I can say about Coffee House Conjuring, Gregory Wilson, Dave Gripenwaldt, PenguinMagic.com. I want to thank Penguin for allowing me to have this so that I can do the review for you. And if you'd like to purchase it for yourself, you can find it at PenguinMagic.com. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.